the
This
previous one.
conference will now be recorded.
So you can understand from here itself. So we are the first time creating a business flow diagram. No, go up, Krisa, and search for something business flow diagram, right? So ATM, put ATM machine, probably that might give you a better option. ATM machine. I just wanted to give you an example of it. Yeah, so that's my intention. Scroll further down. So this is a normal flow diagram, right? So it's the one that you open is a normal flow. Now we wanted to convert that into the business flow. Business flow, the difference between normal flow and the business flow is, in normal flow, you have only one user, you have one single flow. But in business flow, you have multiple, either human being or systems interaction captured. Other than, okay, keep the ATM machine, search for activity diagram, take out business flow, probably put activity diagram, both meaning same, but I just wanted to see some graphs, so which is, yeah, activity diagram for ATM system. For ATM system, yeah, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Can you click on 1 2 3 4 fourth image please, and zoom it? Yeah, can you, all the downloads, can you cancel like from the down and then like zoom little bit more?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Just like the right side, you see a cross sign, see? Show all and cross sign on the right side. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll scroll down eventually otherwise. See, okay, just keep it. Keep till the top. Yeah. We'll slowly go down, okay?
Okay.
There is an option to edit template. Can you click and see if it is opens completely? Yeah, perfect. Squeeze in the left side bars, please, and then just put it this in center so everybody can see it.
Do I just scroll over until?
See if you have any option. Just like mouse over and see if you can squeeze that in. No, not icon size. Nothing to drag.
No, it's not giving me. I'm trying to hover over it. It's not
Really?
giving me.
Oh, fine
Oh,
then. We have no choice. Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, please have a look clearly. Okay, give it a minute. Read first. You try to understand what's happening, and then I will explain. There is 3 columns differently put together in a single diagram. There are 3 different columns. Under each column, there are actions happening. Okay, so please relate and understand why there are 3 columns and why each actions are colored differently and why they are under each column. Just observe it for a minute and then we'll start. Okay. Can one person first explain me? Ranjana, can you pick up and explain why there are 3 columns?
So this is a setup for customer and the bank is a process.
Okay, my question is why 3 different columns?
So this is for 3 different people, for the company. One will have customer, the ATM machine itself, and the bank employees. It's separated for their work.
Anybody else? Why 3 columns here?
It's all the
3 different for customer and ATM and bank.
Yeah, but then, so if somebody asks this question, if I
How
had, Mhm.
if somebody wants to draw some money, so it will the ATM machine will authenticate. Okay, then it goes for the process for the banking to process the amount, to validating balance. Then the user can able to withdraw the amount after successful transaction. After authenticating the username, ATM pin, and the account balance. There's a flow chart
Okay,
of a customer, ATM, and
okay, if I have to explain, I'll say this, okay?
Can you say
Um,
again, please? I could not hear him properly.
yeah, I'll say that again. So all that we are looking here is, because it is the activity here, the action is here, is about withdrawing money from ATM. Like if we go to ATM machine and if we wanted to withdraw money, then what we are trying to do here, right? To withdraw money from ATM, there are 3 systems involved. Okay, so 3 entity, we call that entity involved. Okay, 3 entity involved. So entity can be a human being, entity can be a machine, or entity can be a system. Okay,
Okay.
so entity can be a machine, entity can be a human being, entity can be a system. So here, if you are going to withdraw money, you are involved in the process. So you are a customer, so you are involved into the process. That's why it says like customer. So customer is in like involvement entity who is involved into the process. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then we have second is like ATM machine. Because you're withdrawing money, the ATM machine is involved. You will not be able to withdraw money without going to ATM machine. We are drawing money from the ATM machine. So the second entity involved is ATM machine. The third entity involved, money is, you might say that it is stored in the ATM machine, it is stored in the ATM machine, but money checks comes from the bank. Anything gets withdrawn, it checks with the bank, it syncs with the bank. Bank gives a permission. When you put a card inside and put an pin code, whatever your ATM pin code, in that ATM pin code, everything that you process as an information, it checks with a bank. Without checking with the bank, we call it a validation process. Without validating with the bank, nothing can come, right? So that's why we have ATM machine, and the final authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization is by the bank. So that's why there are 3 entities involved. So that's why there are 3 columns involved. Okay, so now what happens in here, what a bank does. Okay, now somebody, Ranjana, can you explain what a customer is doing here?
So the customer came to the ATM machine and he insert the ATM and he puts the ATM. If it is validated,
No, no,
he
no,
can
no, no.
enter. I'm sorry.
How it is validated? Tell step by step, please. Don't say validated. How step by step? You tell me first. If you go to bank, sorry, ATM machine, what do you do? Step by step.
So I would enter the ATM card
Okay. Next.
and I would put my PIN.
Okay. What will
So
happen once you put PIN?
So it will connect to the ATM machine, and if it is validated, it's a, if
Who
it goes with,
validates? Do you think? Do you think ATM machine validates, or does it go to bank for validation?
I think it's connected with the bank
Server. Yes.
server. Okay.
Always any kind of validation happens with the bank server.
So
Okay.
yeah, and it has to the server will so it has to connect with it, so it will know if it's validated or not.
Okay. Then
Maybe she's on the
step by
right.
step. Then what happens if, tell me next step, after you enter PIN?
And if it is the correct PIN, it will let the person get the amount, let it choose the amount they want, and
Does it
collect.
ask any denomination? Does it says like in 50s, in 20s, in hundreds?
Yeah, it will give you option,
Tell all the processes so like we know end to end.
and then we can pick the price, money we want, and then how we want it, like what amount, like dollar or 10, 5 or 10, and then we enter the amount and we take it.
That's it? You enter the amount and you take it? That's all? Anything else happen? And what did she miss? Anybody? What did she miss in the process? Mitali, what did she did not tell?
Actually, I'm not getting anything. Why we should use this and where we have to use this? That is the reason actually. I'm not getting anything.
Why are you not getting it's an diagram to
Because like
represent how
no,
the
the
process.
diagram,
Hmm.
but where we need to use any statement or something.
No, it's a process of drawing money from the ATM. It's a process that we are putting in diagram on how to withdraw money from the ATM. Tell me step by
Okay,
step
but
process when you go to an ATM machine, what happens step by step to withdraw money?
like we have to insert the card and then we have to put the code, security code, and we have to follow
Is it
the
security code?
instructions.
Is
Sorry,
it security code? Is it called security code?
no password.
Okay, then
Yeah, password. Then we have to follow the instruction whatever is there for the machine.
no, don't say
So
like that. Don't say like whatever instruction. You are a business analyst. You need to detail out the steps. Tell step by step detailed process.
okay, insert the card, put the password, and then collect the money.
That's it. Put the password and collect the money. How does the machine knows how much money you need to collect?
Yes, yes, need to put the amount as well. Yes.
This is you are telling 10-30% of the process. I need detailed process, please.
Can I, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. I go to ATM machine and insert my card. Once I enter the
Okay.
ATM card, it's signed. the ATM card is valid or not. Once the validation is done of my card, then I have to enter my PIN. After entering my PIN, it goes back to the machine server. Then it authenticates my PIN. Once the authentication is processed successfully, then it will prompt me for the amount. Okay, I enter the amount which I want to draw. Once I enter that amount, again goes back to the ATM machine from the server, and it authenticates whether the balance is available or not. If the amount is available, then the process will start to withdraw the amount, and successfully I can withdraw the amount after that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Either Ranjana or Mitali, you didn't complete this step. If you have 10,000 balance, if I enter 15,000 to draw, that's a use case. How can you leave that option? You have to, when you put an amount, you also have to, when you are creating a flow diagram, to logically understand how a ATM machine work. If you are a business analyst and you are asked to design the flow of an ATM transaction, then you need to understand, once you enter the PIN, the request goes to bank. Okay, now in this process, can you help me pointing out, Krisa, when I tell one by one step, so probably people can get that clear. Customer goes to insert the card into the ATM machine, so that goes to ATM machine. So that's why there is an arrow mark which points out and goes to the ATM machine, right? Where is ATM machine? There. Yes. In the ATM machine, we are validating the ATM card. Is it a right card, wrong card? If you are putting any card, for an example, you put your, like, say, a Costco card in your ATM machine, right? You can think that any user can come and insert any card. But if it is an ATM card or not, also needs a validation. So once you insert the card validation happens by the ATM machine. That's why it came to the second column. Second column is about the ATM machine. Everything the ATM machine is doing, that should be in the second column. Everything customer is doing, that should be in the first column. Everything bank is doing, that is in the third column. Okay, so you have to move your arrows back and forth between these three columns based on who is doing what activity, which entity is doing what activity. After you validate the ATM card, the entering PIN action happens by the customer only. So that came back. That's why the arrow mark came back to the customer, where you are entering PIN by the customer. Then once you enter the PIN, then that PIN sent to the bank server. Bank will check, oh, does this ATM card exist, and is this the right PIN code for this ATM card or not? If is yes, so there are chances you might have entered wrong password also, right? So when we are designing a system, we should take all the option that what happens if it is designed, if it is a yes transaction, if it is a no transaction. This is the rhombus we used in our flowchart diagram. Decision making was this symbol that we use always, where it is a yes or no, right? So once the PIN is authorized, it is yes, then it asks you to enter the amount. So entering amount is happened by the customer, so that's why it went back to the customer, entering amount, right? It's under customer. Now customer, once you enter, let's say you have 10,000 balance, if you are entering 15,000, it will first check that do you have that much balance what you entered in your account or not. Okay, if the balance is greater than the amount, right, if the balance is greater than the amount you process, then it goes to yes, it will debit the amount. Same time it will get the customer will get the cash, so it went to customer, and then it will display you the remaining balance. Some of the banks will display you what is the remaining balance, so that is on the ATM machine it will display, or it might print a paper also in the further display. It depends on what it is, right? Then if it is, then after displaying, it ejects the card, mean card comes out, and you take the ATM card from the machine as a customer. Okay, if the previous cases your balance is lesser than like the amount, so it is no case, then it will totally come out and display the balance and will give an error message in the ATM machine, say okay, no sufficient balance or no sufficient, I think we need to add one more process symbol there and say no sufficient balance, and then like it will eject the card and give the card to the user. Right? For yes, you have to create a flow. For no, you have to create a flow. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Krisa, go to again Google and search for college admission.
Oh, sorry. This is my browser is not Google. Okay, college.
College admission activity diagram. Search for that and similar diagram like search.
So the process which you have done just now for the withdrawing money from ATM card, that whether you want print a receipt or no, that is not required in this process, right?
No,
The last
required. I
option,
think
whether you,
the one who created had not added. I will ask you guys to add one more process. Say that print a receipt. Print a receipt has to be another option. He has not added. That does not mean that's right. You can add that step. Say the print a machine. Before ejecting card, you can keep one more process under ATM machine, and you say print receipt, and then eject card, and then like get the
okay,
card to the user.
okay, thank you.
I have a question. These the shapes in these diagrams, is it always the same? Like the this oval shape was the process flow, and the
Every time it's
square.
same. Yeah.
It's the same any time you make any type of chart.
Yeah, yeah. Any type flowchart, they remain same. There is a meaning to all the shapes.
Okay. Which image should I go on?
Just search for a better looking one. Yeah, college management system. That looks fine. Open and zoom it so that everybody can see.
Is this one right?
Yeah. Okay. Now somebody, can you guys go through this and then one person will explain this one.
This looks like it's for medical. Should I go back and find a college one, or is this one okay?
Admission, medical, fine. So it's just like a purpose, like, right? So we are not going into details. It can be anything. When you join a job, they might ask you for anything, and you should be able to think and create one. Is what my objective is. It's fine. Let's see this. Okay. Mithali, can you give it a try? Please go detailed, okay? We need detail because we are business analysts. We need to get into minute details.
Yeah.
Try, tell what is happening.
It's a healthcare, I think medical related something. Actually, I don't know, like in which situation we have to use this, and basic only I don't know.
The basic is anytime if you are getting into a project and they are
Okay,
designing a new process, they are saying we are building an application to do this. So you need to collect information that what this application to do. Once you understand, you need to create this diagram. This diagram is a holistic or single diagram representation of whole process. It can be any
oh,
system or any process. Okay, so we need to
okay,
understand to create a system who all are involved, what type of user, what type of entity involved, and then what are the steps, end-to-end steps in that process.
okay. So do we
Now
need
go
to
on.
collect all these things from client side?
Yes, all this information you have to collect from the stakeholder or different client resources and put this
Okay.
together to create a single diagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, you just need to give it a try. Give it a try. Tell me what is happening here.
So patient is coming. Patient need to register,
Mhm.
and
Do you do
then
register when you go to a hospital? First time, do you do registration?
yes, admission, not admission.
Admission
It's
one time registration. Every time you go to any bigger hospital, they do one time registration, right?
yes,
So first
yes.
time there is a unique patient ID they create so that everything else that every time you visit, they will link it to that. Good. Go
Okay.
on next.
Next is admission and accounting. Yeah, we have to pay the bill and
Not bill.
capture in
That's not bill.
fill cost information. You can continue. Let me listen.
Okay. Who else want to go next?
Can I
Babina?
try?
Yeah. Yeah. Pratima, go on. Go
Yes.
on.
Oh, okay, go on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so patient come to visit the hospital,
Okay.
and there are three entity here: patient admission area, like who take care of the the account, I mean the money things, and other
Okay.
is medical area, like doctors and all. There are three entities
Perfect.
here. So
Okay.
patient goes to hospital, and there he needs to fill the form about his detail, his history, like why he came and all those details, his age and all those things. I think it happens in the first room. I don't know what is that called. First, when you enter the hospital, that first
Reception.
room, what is admit?
Reception.
Sorry,
Reception.
yeah, yeah. In reception, he has to fill this form, and there they'll ask like whether he has insurance or no, or if he doesn't has insurance, then directly it goes to the doctor's thing, like there the history, like
Mhm,
BP and
mhm.
all those things, like, or no.
One miss you missed. So anytime, especially in outside India, every time they first check your insurance. They ask you, do you have insurance in the reception in the admission area? If you don't have
Oh,
any insurance, you need to
okay.
give your debit card or credit card information to them, which is in the accounting will keep
Oh,
while you are going and checking with the doctor. So the whatever the payment mode you are trying to give money because you don't have insurance,
Mm-hmm.
that accounting will take that
Mm-hmm.
information or give me your debit card number or credit card number. They will not charge. They're just putting it for
Okay.
record.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Go on next.
Okay. Okay. And they will examine, like they'll check your history, history in the sense like any like past anything happens to you, or are you diabetic or no, all those history, your body history, like I mean health history they'll check, and for what purpose you are there they will examine that thing, and then like whatever is the solution, like after examine your for what purpose you are there, they will detail everything, and then the whatever, like if you they prescribe medicine or any medication, it happens, and they'll, yeah, that's, I think that is the final evaluation
Go
will
on.
be done, and they will give you the prescription. Yeah.
Babina, what did she miss?
Is that so?
Let's see her opinion.
So missed the part where after doing the pre-admission test, they make the exam for the patient related to the like whatever exam we need to do for the patient, and then they collect their clinical history information, and after that, after evaluating their information, they go and provide the medical treatment to the patient.
Yeah. What is clinical data here? Anyone?
Clinical information, I think, is like to see if the patient have any kind of allergy, or he is like is there any kind of risk associated with the patient.
No, when you say clinical data, data is your history. You have
Mm.
done 10 times checkup. You one time had fever, one time have COVID, one time had like asthma, for an example. So the data about any customer they store in the server or database, and that's like they study your data. If you are coming with a new disease, I need to study your past history for doing any pre-admission test, right? So if you are diabetic, then what kind of test I'm doing as a doctor would change. If you have high blood pressure, then what kind of exams I would do on you might change. So those are data points needed for the doctors to enable what kind of examination would be made on you that would change. And then they will evaluate, they do the medical evaluation, and they give a report to the patient. So that's why it went to the patient area where you receive a medical evaluation and then you get a receipt. Right? And there is the rhombus, like which is like your decision area, yes or no. Yes is going to exam, no will directly straightforward fall down, and again this no, then they will just evaluate, like they'll talk to you probably, and then they will tell you they wouldn't do any examination if your pre-admission test, like all that data is not available either, or you sound to be a very risky patient to do any medical examination, then they will like just give you a report. Go ahead, Krisa, and open one college admission activity flow diagram, please.
Oh, what does this dark block here mean?
That means like two parallel process.
Okay.
So while you are filling and giving your information, there would be somebody in the background going and giving those data to the, or like from a system, the doctor is checking it out.
Okay.
Search for a good one, okay? College student admission one. I think that's too small. Yeah, that one. Second one. Is that? Oh yeah, this one also should be fine.
Oh, here.
This process is, I think, after you receive the admission. So
Yeah, maybe that one, open it and see if that is clear.
This is on Pinterest. I think I tried to click on
Can
it.
you not zoom it out? Can you click and zoom it out? No, I think it needs you sign in. Go ahead, like just ignore this one and go with other ones.
Here.
This is a data flow diagram, okay? So these are like table and data. What data stored which table? This is not like activity diagram. No, not this one. So as a business analyst, if I tell you that, okay, can you design this for me, or this is my problem as a customer, you need to think as a business analyst which diagram is suitable. Okay, that's on you to choose. Okay, that's on you to choose, and to tell customer, okay, this diagram suits best. There are different diagrams that can be used based on different purposes. Okay, you can choose and do it. Yeah, university admission, you should get it like scroll further down, scroll down and then see the green one, third row, first one, sorry, third row, first green one was there. See, yeah, class diagram centralization. Provider party, this is not a very clear format, meaning for you guys it will be confusing. For somebody who has been working as a BA, probably easy. We need to other, if we are not getting admission one, what else we can see? Wait,
Wait, I think this one.
maybe fast food ordering activity diagram, when you go to KFC or McD and order food, right? So say fast food ordering activity diagram. These are not see the green and red one, like which is on the second row, second one.
This one?
Yeah, check once. Can you open? Yeah, fine. This looks fine. Okay, point of sale. Anybody can tell what is point of sale?
Is that the little thing that takes your credit card?
Yeah, Google, go to another tab and search point of sale. So let everybody know what is point of sale. Say point of sale. That's called point of sale system. Yeah. Go to images. There can be projects. Retail customers work on point of sale. These machines you guys see, the third image. Do you see these machines when you go to any restaurant's front door?
Yes.
This
Yes.
system where you're ordering, warehouse management, credit card swipe, barcode together, they are sold. That machine, the whole system is called point of sale system. Okay, there is an inbuilt software to track everything together. This system is called point of sale. So retail customer, if you're working for retail customer, they will use point of sale. So all the restaurants, all the grocery stores or the bars, all these are like retail customers. Those domains are retail domain. Okay, go back to the activity diagram, Krisa, and then open that and let others see, please. Okay, give it a minute, read, guys, and one of you will explain. Sweta, this is on you.
Can you please zoom a little bit? It's kind of blurry.
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
Can I ask a question? The
Yes.
flowchart that we did in last class, it was called use case flowchart. Is that what it
No,
was
that's
called?
normally called flowchart. That's a normal flowchart.
Okay. And so that just involves one entity, right? The customer.
Yeah. Yeah, that is for one entity. If your system is only one entity, then you can create that one. But if it is a system where it is multiple entities, please create this one,
Okay. And this
which
is called
clearly calls
activity
out
diagram.
transaction. Yeah, this is either called activity diagram or it is called business process flow diagram. Both are same.
Okay. And it always involves more than one entity.
Yes, more
Okay.
likely. If you are creating any design of any systems, more than likely it will have more than one entity.
Which most businesses will, right? It won't be just
Yeah,
one
yeah,
aspect. Okay.
yeah. Most businesses will have more than one entity. Okay, Sweta, whenever you are ready, we are ready.
Here, the customer entering into the shop, and the salesperson will greet the person, and he will took the order.
Wait. There is no sale person. Relate it to the columns, please.
The clerk, okay.
Yeah.
The clerk will greet the person, and he will take the order. The customer place the order, and he will take the order,
Okay.
and he will record in his system. After that, I did not understand about the sorting. I will go this side. After
Not
recording,
sorting, that's called storing the order. So once you just start adding, meaning you told me 5 things, I just started typing. And then I click a submit. When I go to click on submit, it go to the point of sale. In that only they take order. When you go to KFC, you say, I need this burger, that pizza, this burger, this, that. 5 things. So they take order directly in the POS system, point of sale system, terminal, right? And they click on say the save it. Okay, next.
So after that, they confirm the order.
They generally check with you, right? Oh, did you say 1 pizza, 1 burger, 1 Coke, and do they cross check with you? Do they?
Yes, they will check it.
Yeah, so that is called confirming order. Yes, next.
Okay. After confirming, the customer will pay, and they will place an order.
The pay, no, after paying, there is no placing of order. After paying, there is also something called do myself. Tell me when you do yourself.
Do myself.
Think about it. When you go to MACD or KFC, what happens?
You can order enter the order yourself on their one of their terminals if they have it.
Yeah, that's called kiosk. So in their terminals, either you can wait for a representative to take your order. After even taking your order, you can collect yourself. There are certain places where probably you have to go pick your things yourself, or they'll just put it in a place and you have to collect. Or
Okay.
there is secondary option that you either tell a front desk guy to take order, or you go to the kiosk and place the whole order yourself and pay it there. Everything is like self-service portal, and then you check out and then like you get right. If you go to, I don't know what happens in like US. When I was there in US, there are like a store or grocery stores where you do a self checkout. Do you do self checkouts?
Yeah. Walmart like that. Everything.
Yeah, so you put your own things and you check out yourself. You don't rely on a uh, front desk guy or like a clerk.
Okay.
It's kind of that system they introduce. Okay, next, what happens after placing an order?
And sorting the order and
That's
accounting.
called starting the order, not sorting.
Sorry, starting the order. So
Okay. Next.
accessing the order. What is accessing means?
Who is accessing your order?
The chef. Accessing means preparing like that.
Yeah, so kitchen, once you take order, you need to pass that message to the kitchen, right? How the kitchen will know that you told 5 items? The kitchen should take and sing that order, that are 5 items they need to make ready. Tell me next.
And making the food and preparing the order and coming back to determining the food.
Delivering the food.
Okay, delivering the food and receiving the food.
So, okay. So, do we understand this diagram?
Yeah.
Perfect. What's the time? We are already up time. But I'll just start another one. So, I'm going to give you a homework to create this business activity diagram. I'll give you a case. And I'll give you a case and you need to prepare one. Krisa, I'm sorry, like, can you again go to Google and search for called entity relationship diagram?
Sure. Entity relationship.
Yeah.
Is this a good one?
Yeah, let's go to not images. Let's go to the normal one, and we need to read first what is entity. Yes, click on all. Lose it, no, scroll down. Scroll down. Visual diagram, no, scroll down. Scroll further down.
I'm getting lots of background noise. I don't know from where. Is it only me or?
I think it is only for you.
Okay, that's fine. So we are looking for entity relationship. Anything should be fine. One second. Hold on, Krisa. Let me search. Okay. Table. There was a good link actually, I think that is missing somewhere. It's not there, but anyways, fine. Go with the first one and click on the, yeah, Guru 99 one. Guru 99 one. Click on that, Krisa, please. Okay. Please read this. What is entity relationship? Is it like stands for entity? Entity, as I said, can be human being, can be like any non-living being where we kind of interact with them to create one overall system, right? What are the different relationship with one entity to another entity? We need to see what is the relation. So this, to establish that relationship, we call entity relationship. Okay, scroll down further. More down. More down. I wanted to show you attributes. Do they have attributes? Else I have to tell that tomorrow. Yeah, okay. So hold on here. Hold on here. Go little up, little up. Okay. So where there are circles and then there are like squares, right? So those symbols we need. Yeah. So entity can be stored in a rectangular box, right? So when especially for entity relationship diagram, we put the entities inside that rectangular box. If it's a strong entity, meaning if it is like an entity whose there are more exchanges are happening, then that is like in the rectangular box. If it is weak entity, which we do not interact much, we do not kind of like take more information, or that is not fully developed entity, not fully created, then we call that weak entity. Every entity has an attribute, like let's say Krisa, right? I have never seen her, but Krisa, if somebody, let's say Krisa and let's say Babina, they are two women, right, or female, but anybody who sees them can uniquely identify Krisa and uniquely identify Babina. Krisa's height, hair color, eyeball, her weight, skin color will be unique attribute to Krisa. Similarly, Babina has her unique attributes. So other attributes of Krisa can be her name, first name and last name, her date of birth, her father's name, her mother's name, right? Her like maybe spouse name, kid's name. These are very specific to Krisa. So exactly finding a copy of Krisa with all the attributes repeated is not possible, right? So you can have two Krisa, possibly possible, because you can have same name for two human beings, but all their attributes will not repeat. They will have two different attributes, right? When we are sibling, though we have same parent, we have different attributes, right? So two daughter belong to same parent will have different attributes. Attributes can be your name, first name, date of birth, phone number, email ID, anything that belongs to you, your skin color, your eye color, your hair type, all these are like counted as an attributes. So we need to identify each entity with their unique attributes, okay, when we create this diagram. The multi-valued attribute, meaning you can have multiple of them. You can have multiple phone number, right? Both the phone number belongs to me, but I have two phone number. So I have two multi-valued attribute. I have two email IDs, multi-valued attribute. I have two homes, multiple attribute. I have 5 different car, multi-valued attributes. But there are some things which is a unique attribute. What is unique? My SSN number is unique. My fingerprints are unique to me, right? My Aadhaar card, probably if in India it is unique to me. My PAN card number is unique to me, right? So there are certain things which are uniquely identified. It's one-on-one relationship. One human being can have a one copy of that. You cannot have multiple SSN, right? So those are called unique attribute. and there are multi-valued attributes, which means you can have multiple of them. Between the entity, two different entity, we establish relationship. Mother and father, child and mother, president and audience, any two entity, there is a relationship between them. How do we define relationship? We'll see that in the next class. Shall we have a next class tomorrow is what I'm thinking. Hold on one second. Can we have class tomorrow, please? I wanted to finish this early.
Yes.
Okay, let's have class tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, same time, same link.
Okay.
Ridhima, can you send me, do you have the list of everybody in this class? I can email these, the charts that we looked at today and this link for.
You don't have to email, they can search, right? They can go through the recording, so that's an additional task for you.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'll send the recording. And you can search in Google. Those things are available in Google, guys. Whoever wants to have a read, go ahead and search.
About attributes you're talking?
No, about the
Attributes and
same
entity
diagram.
relationship.
Yeah, entity
Okay.
relationship you can find out in Google too. So just like find out entity relationship.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.